Hello everyone, this is Flop66 once again, and this video I'm going to be doing the second rank in the Neo Lemmix Introduction Pack, which will revolve around the skills. Level 1 he's going for a walk and he's one lemming, and obviously you've got to save him. Yeah, it's going to go through the new skills, this one is. This level features the walker skill. Okay, so if it's used on somebody who's already doing something, then it will revert back to a normal lemming. So see, and if it's used on a lemming that's already walking, you just turn him around, which is a very handy little skill. Means I can walk him away from that trap there. And there you go, level completed. That was a very easy one. So straight on to level 2. Maybe not just walk. Lemmings 50, 100% to be saved. Okay, so we're going to get to levels full of one skill and nothing else. After each such level, the next level will be a fairly simple puzzle level which requires use of the new skill. Okay. So we've got a level that uses builders, blockers, bombers, and the new walker technique, which is fair enough. So you need to save 100%. So we already know that we can turn blockers back into normal lemmings. So this is quite simple, to be honest. So using that logic, we can just solve the level as normal, but instead of bombing the blocker, we just use the walker skill on the blocker. So walker skills are quite useful if you've got 100% levels, because it means you can use your blockers again. That was quite simple. I'll just use the spacebar, that's why the level ended then. Because obviously there was only 10 seconds left for the lemmings to get in. Winter Dip, level 3. Is that a dip? Doesn't look like a P on the end there. Remember Lemmings 5, to get 100% to be saved. What's this one? Swimmer skill. Okay, so while a lemming's in the water and about to drown, you can still give it the swimming skill. But yeah, might as well just do it up here. That's a bit stupid, going swimming in the icy water. You still get to hear the sound of them plopping in the water, but they're not drowning. So it's not necessarily always a bad thing. Yeah, another easy level. Now we're going to get a level where it throws the new skill into a context. I mean. Okay, so we've got 40 lemmings, getting 100% to be saved. And 20 of them have to be swimmers. I see. So quite clearly we're just going to have anybody walking this way assigned a swimmer skill. It's quite nice to see lemmings being able to walk and swim across that stuff. I assume they won't be able to swim across something like lava though, because that'd be pretty dumb, wouldn't it? Okay, so we only need 11 swimmer skills in all, so let's crank up the release rate. That's a pretty nice level. Just pressing the space bar again. On to level 5. Almost like flying. Number of lemmings 500% to be saved. I'm guessing this is going to be that skills I've seen with the alternate floater. Instead of going straight down, it goes like a glide type down to the ground type thing. Yeah, I thought so, the glider. Yeah, he moves forward while falling. Okay, I didn't know that. It'd be both a floater and a glider. I guess a glider is just an upgraded version of a floater, in a way that he's not going to fall directly onto that. He's not going to fall directly onto that shredder type track. He's just going to, look, watch what they do. It's better for me to just explain it. Now press the spacebar to again skip there. Yeah, look, handy for little chasms like that. Be very tricky to cross those chasms normally because you need a builder and then floaters because the drop would be too high. Okay, so now we're going to have a level where the gliders are used in context. Hanging on. Number of lemmings 30, 50% to be saved. Okay, so we only need to save 15, so 15 of them could be gliders. 20 of them could be gliders, sorry. It's not possible to save all the lemmings on this level by the looks of it, because it's not, yeah, we need to use the builder on this bit here, and we need to use the blockers and bombers as well. Okay, with that in tow, let's get a signing. Obviously you don't want them to... Oh crap. Okay. Have I misunderstood this level a bit? Must have. Okay, I see. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you assign the. It doesn't matter if you use the builder here because it'll be easier to cross that chasm later. And obviously, the builder's going to be a glider because he's going to. We can lose 10 lemmings. I see. Once the lemmings get in there, it doesn't really matter because they're just going to fall straight. They're not going to be able to get back out again now. Okay, so if they walk to the top, then that'd be great. I don't really know why we've got blockers on this level, to be honest, because here we go. Oh, I missed a lemming there. I can still save enough. Okay, we're out of gliders now, so the rest of the lemmings have to fall to their deaths. Well, we've saved enough anyway. More than enough. Okay, so on to level 7, which will probably introduce the last skill, and then the last level, the rank will be that one in context as well. Troubled bridge over water. Number of lemmings 10, 100% to be saved. Okay. This level teaches the last permanent skill, the Disarmer. In some earlier versions of Neo Lemmix, this skill was known as the Mechanic. Never heard of this skill. I've watched quite a few videos on Neo Lemmix and all these new skills. A disarmer, upon walking into a trap, disarm the trap. This renders the trap permanently harmless to all lemmings. Do note that if a disarmer is doing something other than just walking when they encounter a trap, they will still be affected by it as normal. Okay, so if they're bashing and they encounter a trap, they will not disarm it. They'll end up dying. If he's currently killing a lemming, a disarmer will walk past it. Okay. Okay. So by that definition, then that lemming needs that second lemming needs to be made a disarmer. So once a disarmer's walked onto a trap and is disengaging it, the trap will not go off then. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so on to level 8, where we're going to be using the disarmer trap in context. The disarmer skill in context, not the disarmer trap. 30 lemmings, 96% to be saved, so we can kill one. Okay, so where are the traps in this? Because I'm not familiar with the traps in this one. I'm guessing is it that bubble in the ceiling, perhaps, or that bubble there. Yeah, those bubbles in the ceilings are the traps. Okay, that's definitely got to be disarmed regardless. Okay, so how the hell are we supposed to do this then? I'm just going to replay this at the moment. Be handy to know which guy the disarmer is. There we go. We've got our disarmer now as a highlighted lemming. That will help us a bit. Let's give him a climber. So he's a climber as well now. I'm guessing it's going to take a really long time to walk up that bit that the lemmings are walking along. Okay, that might be our lemming that dies then. Okay, so only someone after the disarmer needs to walk up. And there's a lot of thinking involved in this level. Okay, so the disarmer's going to walk into the trap and disarm it. And then the lemming behind it will go a minor hole here for him. This is a pretty nifty skill, this is. I like it. There we go, so he can't climb out of the hole, and then he bashes across here. He should make it before the rest of the lemmings get there. Yeah, only just. Wow. That's a very smart level. There we go. And we save 29 as required. Oh, we've got level 9 as well, so we're not quite done yet. 420 lemmings. 10 lemmings, 50% to be saved. What's going on in this one then? Oh, we've got another skill to introduce. I thought we were done. Sorry. This level introduces the stoner skill. I like that Snoop Dogg reference. Blocker and a bomber. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to have to test this out and see how it goes. Okay, so the lemming turns into stone. So what exactly are we supposed to do there then? So he said something about flying it in mid-air, so that might be handy. I'm guessing we're not allowed to kill any lemmings, because there we go. So the lemming just turns into stone and basically creates terrain. It's pretty handy. That's a pretty handy feature. Could basically shorten falls as well. So let's wait till he gets halfway. There you go, and he stops him. How does that make any sense? That's pretty nice, that is, actually. I can see that skill having a lot of uses. I can't imagine they'd give you very many if a level were to use them. Now it's time for the Stone of Context level. Petrified Lemming. Gonna save half of them. So we've got 5 builders and 5 stones. Okay. This looks quite easy, to be honest. Oh, except they're coming out the wrong way. Had to do that, didn't they? Because they can come out to the left in Neo Lemmix. It's not always a right-facing lemming coming out. This looks quite easy, actually. If you understand the skill pretty well, it's not that bad. Now you need pixel perfect precision now. That's pretty cool. Oops, didn't mean to make that guy build as well. Just trying to save that guy who built originally. Oof. I'm glad those lemmings did not build themselves into the terrain there, because I've got nothing to destroy terrain on this level. That's a pretty nifty skill, actually. I'm quite a fan of that one. That's all good. Alright, okay, we've got more levels coming up. Level 11. Don't worry, be happy. 10 lemmings, 100% to be saved. Ah, the platformer. Yeah. I thought that wasn't all the skills somehow. I forgot about the platformer. Platform was just a builder, go straight across. You'll see that. You would have seen that one in what's it called? Lemmings 2: The Tribes. Yeah, so platformers are favoured over builders because it will take less bricks to get across a chasm as a builder would, because of the fact it's going diagonal. Okay then, I see what's going on here. Might be an idea to build up from the bottom, because otherwise the lemmings are just going to have fatal fall height when we're going across. I forgot what the save requirement was on this level, so I'm not taking any chances. I don't want to come up against 100% and find out I've failed. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Uses the builder animation, but you just go across in a horizontal manner. Shame you didn't quite cross the gap though. Yeah, when you're using the spacebar to skip builders, it should be noted that you should try and have your cursor on the builder. At least he doesn't try and lay bricks when there's no need to as well. And there you go. So none of the lemmings should be going on the bottom now. There you go. It's annoying that he turns around when he gets to the end of the bridge though. Even though he's like perfectly aligned, you should just stop and keep walking, but I'm guessing that's just an additional way to make the game more irritating. Time for a context level now. Lemmings on a platform. Yeah, this is a perfect example of where a platform would be very useful. Oh, I just need to check what the save is. 70%, so we can kill 15 lemmings. That's not bad. Okay, so it might be better to drop down onto this little ledge actually and then finish the job with builders, because those vines are just going to get in the way constantly. And just insert a blocker up here. I know it doesn't. I know you don't need to have lemmings I know you don't need to coop the lemmings up really, but I'm not taking any chances. At least he finished before. At least he didn't hit his head on that. That's pretty cool. Oh, he hit his head on the little vines though. I'm only using the spacebar because time limit's not really an issue. So, oh god, I've got to make sure that got to make sure I don't waste my. Actually, it doesn't matter if my builders get wasted because the platforms can do the job just as much here. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to press the spacebar this time because if he's already laid down 2 bricks, you will miss him. If he's laid down his first brick, you're fine. Beautiful. That's a nice level. All these levels have been pretty nice, to be honest. To be honest, these ones haven't been tripping me up as much because they tell you what to do pretty much before the levels even started. They tell you how to use the skills and everything, so this one hasn't been problematic as opposed to the first set where it was just telling you about the game mechanics. So we're on to level 13, so they're introducing yet another skill. Test chamber 42 in the Roman numerals. Number of lemmings 3, 100% to be saved. And we've got a slow release rate. Stacker. Yeah, stacker just means the lemming is going to form a stack of bricks. This was also in the tribe lemmings. It was very rarely used in that game though, so you might still not know what it is. So this might be just a little reminder for you. Okay, so if the stacker builds a stack, unless it's a climber, it ought to be turned around by it. That's pretty cool. Okay, they're coming out to the left, I see. Oh, he walked over it. I'm quite surprised by that. Okay, I'll just start again from the beginning this time. I'll just give the okay, I see. So we know the release rate 1 is not good enough to turn around a lemming. They'll walk over it just. So it doesn't matter what the release rate is, stackers will always get their lemming to slip by, so that's handy to take on board. So that's quite nice actually now. So basically they just build a little wall, but it takes time to build, and it's unless the lemmings are further than release rate 1 apart slightly, someone's going to walk over it. It's a good job we've got 2 stackers left at least, because we're going to need them both. I'll let this guy walk over and do it on the bottom, because I don't want this guy to walk back and hit it and get trapped between the 2. Yeah, it's quite a nice level. Another task that's going to be potentially irritating by the looks of it, because it was on the lowest release rate and still a lemming was getting past. Stacks of fun. Yeah, sure it will be. I'm guessing there's a trap somewhere on this level. Yeah, it's right there. It's untouchable though, unless you build into it. Okay, so we know that's a fatal fall. Yeah, the release rate's on 50, so potentially 2 lemmings could get past here. So they've ramped it up a little bit. Okay, we'll use a stacker there clearly, but we definitely need to use the builder on that gap there. Oops, I forgot to start the music, I do apologise. Okay, so regardless, there's going to be 2 lemmings walking past most probably. No, okay. So release rate 50 is just enough such that 1 lemming slips past. That's pretty cool. This will probably most likely be done by the time the rest of the lemmings come down. Could use a basher just to make sure. Nah, not necessary. Okay, so there's no hidden traps anywhere, I hope. Okay. Looks like plain sailing now, unless there's something I've completely overlooked. Hope there's no traps anywhere. Although the only one I know of this level is the icicle trap, and it doesn't look like that's anywhere. Well, they do tend... You can't hide them behind walls. Okay. I need to start using the fast forward button because using the space bar just makes it look a bit unprofessional. Okay. Multiple lemming disorder. We've got one lemming and 60% to be saved. How can we save 60% of a lemming? Yeah, that's exactly what I was asking. Okay, we can clone a lemming. When a lemming is cloned, the clone will be identical. This includes it. Okay. This is basically ripping from the PS3 version of Lemmings, where they had that cloning machine. And I remember there was a trophy on that where you had to clone a lemming that had both a climber and a floater. An athlete, basically. It was called cloning a perfect lemming or something. Okay, the clone will go the other way. That's pretty interesting. Oh, the skill is cloning, alright. So I've got to save 60% of whatever lemming I create. Okay, so that guy did not obviously did not survive. That should work. I created 5 lemmings and I'm saving 3 of them. Okay. Bit of maths involved there, but luckily I'm good at maths, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a bit of fan. I've been alright with percentages. It's not that terrible. Always give 110%. This time you can actually, well, you don't have to save 110%, but it would certainly help. Okay then. Okay, so they want 88% of 25 lemmings because of the cloners. Is that a fatal fall there? No, it's not. Okay, what's the gimmick to this level then? I see. Let's wait for a lemming to fall out so we can give him a blocker. Okay, so we got to clone these climbers. He's not a climber, so we've got to give him one. And then clone him. And then we've got to give that guy a climber. And then we've got to clone him. If they're falling, you basically turn into 2 lemmings, and 1 lemming's fall in the opposite direction. Okay. That's pretty handy. The reason why I had to clone the lemming while I was a climber, because then both lemmings are climbers then. And that basically gives us 25 climbers instead of 20. One of them is not a climber. Come on, get all the lemmings out. That was all the lemmings, okay. It's because I didn't get the blocker of climber, that's why I still got one left over. Okay then. Now remember to press the fast forward button. Okay, and I need to not press the fast forward button now. That's the only time you'll see a countdown in Neo Lemmix if you're Armageddoning. Okay, that's the skill set done, so I'm going to call the end to this video now in that case, and in the next set we'll